Obligatory podcast intro.
Hi, hello, and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 78 letters of the alphabet, we put them in a bird cage, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his, he does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for both of our comics. I got O.
I got you.
You got me what?
A sick-ass comic to talk about.
Done that joke like 3 or 4 times
At
now.
least,
Every time you get, I'm keep it going. All right, all right. I got a comic called Osaka Mime.
Okay. Like M-I-M-E? Like
M-I-M-E, Mime.
Okay.
Yes. It was written by Andy Levy, illustrated by Hugo Araujo.
Okay.
Arujo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lettered by Robin Jones. It was published by Behemoth Comics.
Okay.
Behemoth did Until My Knuckles Bleed, which I truly loved.
Right.
And they also did Quad, which was our friend of the show, Eduardo Ferragato.
Yeah.
Doesn't speak a lick of English. Great guy. Super
does.
close with him. Very close personal friend. we
he's a cool
messaged.
guy.
He gave me some comics that I was not available for me to get. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I was just kidding. He speaks English. I was
Yeah,
all
he's-
jokes. Great guy. Great guy. But he did Quad, and that was put out by
Yeah.
Behemoth.
Quad was dope. It really was.
Quad was awesome.
I love an anthology type.
And I forget
style.
when I get Q, I always worry or try to do the number thing. Now I'm like, oh, I have the rest of Quad on the computer. I should have done that. Should have been done that, Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. Osaka Mime. This came out in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm excited. Okay. This starts out in Dotonbori District in Osaka, Japan. All right.
Yeah, right. I'm picturing it.
I don't, it's hard to say that word, so I'm just going to say the district from now on. I
Nice.
did it once. Got it. There's 2 people walking down the street. The guy says, hey, hold up. I need to go take a piss. She says, hurry up. It's cold. He's taking a leak, and he's like, oh, I shouldn't have drank all this stuff. And then behind him is this super tall, like really tall, I'd say 6 foot. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
Also, dude's
he's
Japanese.
bigger than that guy.
So the guy, I mean, he's a little short. He's a little short. So this guy could be maybe like 6'1", but
Right.
looking tall. I'm
He's
6.
bigger than everybody else.
Definitely. But he's
Okay.
very skinny. I'd say that's what,
Okay.
behind it, you see it. It's very tall, lanky creature. It's all blacked out. And all you can see is like his white teeth.
Nice.
And it's got a big smile grin on it. And it doesn't look like it has lips. So you're seeing just gums and
straight
teeth. Do you remember Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson when we first got to see her naked?
I do remember that.
You do remember that?
Yeah.
It was a crazy movie. Do you remember spoilers for that movie Under the
Yeah.
Skin starring Scarlett Johansson where she gets naked?
Yeah.
Do you remember how she looked at the end?
Yes.
Tall, skinny, black.
Blacked out.
So
yeah.
would just black out her face because her face still looked like Scarlett. Black it out and just white smile.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, now I'll show it to you. Look at him.
Yeah. You said
Super
it,
cool.
You explained
Nailed it, right?
Yeah, you explained it right.
So you see his hand as a claw, and then it turns into a big finger spike. This thing is a big fan of the finger spike.
Okay.
So it goes straight through the guy's neck, out of his mouth, and now he drops down, takes a chunk out of his stomach, and the way he's sitting, his arms and legs are bent. He looks like a beetle. You know, their arms go up and then
yeah.
down. That's what it looks like. So you see it chomp a little bit out of his belly, and then it starts morphing. He turns into this guy, and he walks out. Sorry, babe. I know it take that long. I really had to go. We gotta get out of here. Don't want anything to happen to you. And then you see blood coming out of her mouth. So immediately kills her. So we get introduced to Yanada and his new partner, who's a fresh recruit. His name is Naito. Naito. Yes, Naito. It's going to be hard saying all these. And I'm so sorry, everyone.
Yeah, we try.
I try. So Naito pulls up, meets Yanada, and they're saying, hey, I read your files. You're impressive. You know, very good records. You look great. What about you? You're the youngest detective ever in this department. You know, getting to know each other.
Right.
He's kind of musing, you know, there's monsters out in the city. I thought if the monsters were here, then everyone would, unite against them, but we still rape and abuse and kill each other. Sometimes I think we're the real monsters.
Oh, okay.
So
A
he
little
tells
heavy-handed there.
tells him, "Hey, Naito, why did you join the supernatural unit?" And he says, "Oh, I didn't want to just bust orcs for selling coke. I wanted to actually make a difference, and I felt like this was the best place. What about you, sir? You're the youngest detective in Osaka history."
Yeah.
We all have our reasons for what we do. I just want to make sure yours aren't going to get me killed.
Nice.
So they go to Mama Jumu's for breakfast, right?
Okay, of course.
So now I'll take a break to explain this. This world is full of creatures,
Yeah.
monsters. They call them monsters. In this world, racism is okay against the monsters. It will open up later. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But there's pig people, and they're all humanoid. No one's running around on all fours.
Right.
There's pig people. There's orcs. There's elf-looking people. There's
Right.
goblin, old Nosferatu vampire-looking people. Straight up vampire bats, werewolves, mimes, all types of stuff in this world.
Right.
They all get kind of classified as monsters.
Yeah.
And-
Real quick, foreshadowing for my comic. Continue.
Nice. Okay, cool. So they go into Mama Jumo's, and he's like, "What's up?" She says, "Hey, how can I help you boys?" He says, "Just the regular, just the usual." And he says, "Hey, this is my new recruit, my new partner. This is Naito. Say what's up." She says hi. And she says, "Hey, detective, my memory is slipping. It must be my old age. What's your usual?" He tells her waffle and eggs and stuff. And he says, "Oh, by the way, Mama, how was your trip to Greece?" "Amazing. I saw Athens. I saw the ancient orc temples in Athens."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Interesting." And then he shoots her in the head.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Naito freaks out and he's like, "Dude, shut up. Don't question me. Look." And she morphs into that creature we saw.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Don't ever doubt me." And then he's like, "Brat, brat, 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 brat." He's like, "How do you know?" And he's like, "Listen, man, they're not hard to recognize once you've met one. They can nail the look, but they're bad actors and they really don't try to like learn anything about him. They just take it over." He was like, "Also, she always calls me Shinzo. She would never forget my usual. I've been coming here every other day for years. We've been friends. And also, the bitch never went to Greece."
Right.
So he knew immediately, like, nah. He gets a call. There's a killing. They're going to investigate that woman and man who died at the beginning of the story. So he pushes through. He's rude to the people. Yanada's rude to people. He's rude to the journalists. They're like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Yeah, seeing as I just fucking got here, I wouldn't know, would I?" And you're like, "Dude, one day you might need the press, and they're going to remember how bad you treated them." Never comes back up. Thought it was interesting,
I was about
though.
to say, like, file that away.
Yeah, I did too. Dude, I was like zeroed in. I'm like, yep.
This is going to
He's
be a
going to
big
go
deal.
begging someone for help. Yep, nope, doesn't come back up.
That's awesome.
So it seems like they have a friend in forensics, and he's there breaking it down for them, tells them the victim's age, sex, and everything. "What do you think it is?" "Oh, we think it's a vampire. You know, this guy where he was torn and eaten." Yanada pipes up and says, "No, man, this is that's too much meat left for a vampire. They wouldn't do that. They would totally clean this out. They would probably take them, and it would feed a vampire for a while. So no, there's no way they're leaving two bodies here. What do you think it is? A serial killer?" And he says, "It's a mime." "Oh shit, just like the one that killed Jumu." He's like, "Yeah, possibly, but this is weird. 3 killings of a mime is strange. It's possible, but it's like highly unlikely. It's all the same guy, but it's still strange." So if impersonation was the goal, they would stop with 1 kill. They wouldn't need to continue.
Yeah, they don't have to have a plan normally. It's
Yeah.
to take over that body to live longer or whatever.
He thinks Mama Jumu that was just a mime just trying to bide some time, find a new life. He even says, "Hey man, don't underestimate they're not too different from us. They live, they breathe, they survive. Don't ever underestimate their survival instincts. Like, you could lose your head super quick if you do." So Yanada thinks this mime enjoys killing. He says it sounds like this guy's like a hunter, and he just enjoys the thrill of the kill, basically.
Right.
Naito pops up and says, "These parasites are a plague. Disgusting monsters, all of them."
I love the subtlety of this comic, and obviously I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I love it.
So he says,
Awesome.
if they're separate mimes, what do we do, man? We got to close this quick because as long as it's out there, someone's, in danger.
Right.
People are in danger.
Yeah.
We see a woman walk into a bar called The Deep, and it's a big fish guy behind the bar. And he's like, oh, shit, you're bad. What are you doing in here? And he's like, dude, it's me, Dagon. It's me, Gat.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Gat, sorry. You're out hunting? He's like, I'm always out hunting. One day I'm going to fucking hunt you, and I'm going to run your shithole bar for you.
Damn.
So this pig guy stands up and goes and grabs this woman's ass, and it immediately morphs its hand into an axe and chops its arm off. And now it's Gat standing there in a dress, and we learn that Gat is the name of our mime.
Uh-huh.
This is the woman we saw at the beginning of the story. They still look like her.
Oh, okay.
So he chops the pig dude's arm off, and then he's like, now I gotta get a new body. So I guess when he uses an axe or makes his body do something, it breaks the skin, maybe?
Yeah.
So
it's like a one-use type
yeah,
thing.
seems like it, because he's like, great, now I gotta go find a new one.
Okay.
So the bartender, I guess he's kind of cool with them, but he's like, you already took his arm. Don't worry about it, man. You're gonna get the cops called here, and Gat, our mime, is like, fine. All right, time to hunt. So he bounces out. We see them, Naito and Yanada, at the station. They're having a talk with the, chief or whatever. Hey, what's going on? We think it's a mime. Super dangerous. Let's get out of here. Yanada's trying to pass on some wisdom. You were sleeping through that meeting. He's like, nah, man. I was laying down, my eyes were closed, but I was not asleep. Trying to teach you that not everything is how it looks on the surface, man.
That's awesome.
It's pretty funny. Goes in the briefing room. Now they have this computer called Betty. They're like, Betty, show me all the murders in this district. And they try to break it down like that. They're talking about, we don't even know if this mime lives in our district or is in the whole of Osaka. We don't know where it hunts. Mm-hmm. So Yanada throws him the keys and is like, come on, let's go. They go to a bridge. Naito's tripping out, and he's like, told you just look at the surface of things. And they find a door under a bridge, and like a goblin dude opens it.
Of course.
He's like, what's the password? And they're like, Dickens. And then they come in, he says, wipe your feet. I just mopped the floor.
Nice.
So where are we going? And Yanada tells him, we're going to the Satanist church, the Satanic Temple of Osaka. Naito is freaking out. Dude, you brought me these crazy cultists, dude. These guys are sickos. They do crazy shit. And he's like, listen, man, they're about self-love, pride, individualism. They're a group of like-minded people. They don't do all the crazy rituals. So when he walks in,
just based on the regular,
the real satanic church. Yeah, exactly. So they walk in and there's like a 5-point star and a dude in it, a bunch of dudes in cloaks, and they're like pouring blood on them, and they're like, subsequent baptism, we welcome you to the Satanic Temple. And Yanada's saying like, okay, yeah, they still do a few rituals. But the dude pops his hood off and he's like, Yanada, my friend, how are you doing? So he's like, what's up? So this guy, Daryl, is Daryl Unsworth. He's a professor at a college. He's an expert on non-people, bestiary, and monster studies.
Okay, cool.
Naito's heard of him and like gushes over, dude, I love your shit. I wanted to come by your class. He's like, yeah, do it. He hands him the picture of the mime. He tells him, yeah, this is a hunter. This guy will eat enough to feed, but he loves to hunt people down. That's his whole gimmick. That's his whole thing. Doesn't really care to just eat on one for days and days like they could.
Yeah.
He's all about
just stay the same person for a long time.
He eats a little bit, changes, goes after someone else. It's not about the food. It's the hunt and the thrill of it all. So he actually tells him, hey, I know of a super violent mime that hangs out at a bar called The Deep. Why does he hang out at a bar? We don't know. Maybe because it's super violent there and they like fights and they like being violent.
Right.
They bust in. It's the fish guy. And he's like, what do you skin jobs want? They show them the badges. He's like, oh, shit, my bad. No. What's up? Yeah, where's the mime? He tells them, he's at a warehouse down the street. They see the pig with his arm cut off. And they're like, what happened there? And he says, Gat came in here as a woman, and they hold up this woman. Yeah, that's her. Porky grabbed her ass, and he cut they cut their arm off. So, yeah, down the street, 3 blocks, you'll see a warehouse. That's where he hangs out. He's normally by himself. So they walk down there, super dark. They go in, they find bloody handprints, bloody footprints. They split up, and earlier Yanada was talking about how everyone he knows why these monsters tick except vampires. And they stumble on like 7 vampires.
Of course.
These things are like 6 feet tall. It seems like because Naito is giant. He's like a really big dude.
Yeah.
So like 5'11". Just playing. No, he seems super tall. And these things are like real close to him, right?
Yeah.
So he pulls out his gun. He's like, no, you won't get a chance to reload. So they pull out swords and axes.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
an axe and a big ass knife. And they just start slicing, cutting, and stabbing at these freaking vampires.
Nice.
Yanada gets sliced in the chest. He's about to die. Naito saves him. You know, bonding moment. They're real cool.
Of course.
Are we going back to Fish Face? And he says, no, we're going to get a beer. As they're at a bar getting drunk, you see Gat, our mime, sneak in. He's looking at a little boy in bed. He walks past him and he finds his dad sitting in the chair and cuts the top of his head off, takes a little piece of brain, and morphs into him.
Oh, damn.
He goes and kisses the kid on his head and tells him good night. We're at a bar and Yanada and Naito are getting super wasted. And this is where you find out why Naito's doing what he's doing. I mean, they're super drunk. And he shows him his hand, which is all scarred up. And he tells him that he was a farmer. He had no intention of ever living in a big city or being a cop or anything like that. He wanted to be a farmer. He loved it. He had his best friend named Yami. It's this girl he always hung out with. Their dads like to go hunting together. And they weren't quiet or patient, so they stayed at the campsite.
Yeah.
One day, Yami ran off, found an abandoned building, and was like, let's play hide and seek. She ran in there, and when Naito ran in there, he sees a mime, and it chases him outside, and he's like, if I just get to the sun, I'll be fine, and this thing's out in the sun about to stab him. He blocks it with his hand, and it's about to go through his hand into his chest, and it gets shot in the head by his dad.
Okay.
So the dad's made it back, but Yami didn't survive. He's I'm still tortured. I can hear the dad screams in the woods, and mom screams at the funeral. So as a farmer, I couldn't avenge my friend. So as a detective who studied every day, learned martial arts, and worked out a crazy amount, this dude should just rip his shit off and just be like, just jacked,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
That's what they should have done somewhere. It'd have been awesome. But he looks spiffy in his
He
suit.
just did it verbally instead.
He is a badass under that suit, dude. And it shows him like standing in a karate suit, like black belt.
Hell
He's a
yeah.
badass. So they're wasted. He takes Yanada home. He comes back the next morning and Yanada's saying, I want breakfast. I got to get breakfast. No, man, there was another killing. We got to go. He picks up a picture of Yanada's wife. He tells her he's dead. I could beat up a shark man, but I can't cure my wife cancer, help my wife with cancer. He has a poster of him standing over this shark dude. There's a giant shark dude, and he's standing over him with a clenched fist. Like,
No
it's a
way.
poster of him beating the shit out, or had just beaten the shit out of the
For
shark.
real, dude. He got a personal photographer or personal artist?
Probably in the newspaper, maybe.
Yeah, what the hell?
Or just a drawing.
Yeah. He's got
Maybe
a
an anime
personal-
drawing.
He's got a personal artist, bro. That's gnarly.
It's pretty sweet. If that was in the newspaper, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, tells them there's another murder. So they go. They see the kid that he kissed on the head and told a good night. The wife is freaking out. Naito and the kid kind of bond because he's saying, I've been in this situation. Gets him to tell him his name and stuff. Hey, you know, a little more serious in their opinion now because they're pretty shook by the kid. They're like, this thing's not shy of going into people's homes now.
Yeah.
So they are feeling the pressure. Like, this thing is ramping up and I don't like it. And now we're mad because this little boy was involved and he lost his dad. So they're pissed. They go back to the bar. They kick door. They point a gun at him. They're like, tell us where we're going to find this fool or we're going to shoot. And he's like, you're not going to shoot me. Dude, I'll just say I thought you were a mime and I get 3 weeks paid vacation.
Nice.
1, 2. And he's like, oh, no. Okay. I'll tell you. So tells them, listen, he likes to eat young people and transform into them. He hangs out at all the nightclubs. Yeah, in their district, specifically the nightclubs in their district. So they go out, they get back on Betty and start finding where are the murders, where are the nightclubs, and they narrow it down to like 4 or 5 of them. So they're like, great, now we just got to guess which one it is. So this was recent, this one's recent. He hasn't done this one yet, so let's go to that one.
Smart.
So they go there and he's at a different one. He's walking out as they're walking in type thing.
Yeah.
And he's in the alleyway with another dude and he bites his neck. rips a piece out and transforms into him, but he gets seen by like a doorman or security guy. Cops get called, so they show up. So they're like, okay, the other club is like right down the road. Let's go check that one out. They get to the door. The guy's like, yeah, that guy just walked in. They show him the picture. The last doorman had the ID of that guy. So he's like, it was still in his coat. So here, you don't need the CCTV footage. Here's the good picture of him. So they go to, hey, did this guy come in? And the doorman's like, he was the only one who wasn't bitching about standing in line. They're like, yeah, real stand-up citizen. Listen, if you run into him, come get us. Don't approach him. And he's like, yeah, whatever. They go into this dark club where it's just a bunch of silhouetted bodies.
Oh, God.
They're like, fuck, man, this is good. This sucks.
Yeah.
They're asking people, they're pointing. Yanada sees a guy, runs over there, finds it's just some horny kid. Naito sees one walking outside. Turns out that is the actual Gat. He's there with a woman. He stabs her and transforms into Gat now. Naito pops out and he's like, too slow, detective. And like Skeletor runs off.
Yeah.
Like, ha, 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 ha. He calls Yanada, tells him, it's Gat. He stabbed a woman. I'm going after him. Yanada's freaking out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait for me. When he comes outside, the girl's there. She's begging not to leave her alone. So he has to wait until the doorman comes out. And the doorman totally changed his mood. What happened? Yeah, it was your stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Stay with her until the ambulance shows up. Yes, sir. Go get that bastard. And he's like, I will.
Nice.
Pretty cool. So Naito is followed this thing into an abandoned building. Fucking genius.
Yeah.
Immediately gets stabbed and tells him Yanada's going to slaughter you. He's dead. He's done. That's it.
Oh, wow.
He immediately, no fight. I think he shoots like at the ground. It shows the Gat in his face, and it just says blam. Whatever he did, it didn't really hurt him, and immediately gets stabbed. Yanada goes in there like a G, finds Naito, and he's like, what's up, bro? I'm right here. Why didn't you answer me? Well, one, I didn't hear you. So he's like, okay, come on, man. Not again. Not another one. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Pulls the gun on Naito, which is Gat, cuts the gun in half, and he's like, too slow, and then Skeletor runs away again.
Yeah, that's his thing.
You think I'm kidding? Look at how it's running.
It's exactly... Yes, dude. Oh, my God. He's so skinny.
Yanada chases him. They end up in a alley that has no exit. So this is dope. Yanada's like, yeah, all right, you coward.
Yeah.
Nowhere to run. You don't have your shadows or any of your little tricks. You're just like every single one of these other parasites. I'm going to fucking slaughter you all. I'm going to leave you all begging for mercy. Badass fight, dude. He is relentless on him. He's punching him. He's slicing him in the stomach. He gets him in the chest. He does his little finger spike thing, and he sticks his hand in the way like Naito, except before it goes into his chest, he just chops it off with his axe.
Nice.
And then just proceeds to he chops his hand off. He punches him, slices his side again, gets him in the chest again, cuts his left leg off, kicks him in the face, and Gat is like, fuck, all right, detective, I surrender.
Yeah.
And then he chops his other hand off, and he's like, I surrender, man, you can't do that. And he's like, yeah, now you know what it feels like. This is what you do to people. And then he plants the axe straight in the top of his head.
As you should.
That's for Naito, and he just leaves him there. It shows him in a graveyard. He is going to visit Mama Jumu, and then he goes to visit Naito, and he's like, how you been, pal? And that's how it ends.
Okay. That's a satisfying ending enough. That's funny he just died, though.
That was the only thing I didn't like, I was like, he didn't have a great ending. I thought the old grizzled detective would have died.
Yeah.
And then the new guy could continue.
That's probably they were trying to trick us.
Maybe, because they straight killed the new guy. He didn't do, they wanted him at full health to fight Yanada, because they wanted to show how badass Yanada is. But in doing that, it made Naito go out kind of like a bitch.
Right. Oh, I see what you mean. Because he couldn't have beat up
if he shot him a bunch of times, had a good matchup with him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It wouldn't have worked out because he would have been,
right.
Oh, no, he was super beat up when Yanada fought him. It's not cool. I don't think so. You could have done it earlier.
Yeah.
Separated
him
a
little bit.
Exactly. He's healed. I mean,
Gets
if he
into a new
goes
body
in,
real quick.
that's what I was literally about to say.
Yeah.
So that being said, I fucking love this.
The art was dope.
So, oh yeah, I was gonna say art was great. How are the faces? They're really great. The mime is proper scary looking.
A little bit, yeah.
Terrifying.
His surface looks like
Check out the
skin.
fight scene.
It looks like actual skin instead of just a nothingness.
I think it is. It is skin because he's like, yeah, look, he's a physical being.
Yeah.
He gets the axe.
It doesn't look like a void. You know what I mean?
Yes.
With some dark characters that are all black, it's like, oh, that's just a void. Of
No,
nothing.
yeah, you can see muscles. You can see
muscles
all that.
and his wrinkles in his skin and stuff.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yanada's face is great. I mean, yeah, overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this comic. All of it. Art, faces. Story was just wild. Now, here's my wish after reading this. I want a TV show. I want an expanded TV show, right? We can get into the whole the press thing that we noticed.
True.
We could expand the time that Naito and Yanada has been separated. That we can have Naito go out more like a cool hero.
Yeah, like a couple episodes apart, whereas he's in Gat's in a new body.
Yep.
Up to strength. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Yanada gets to beat his ass
Yeah.
when he finds Naito dead or he sees him impersonating him.
Yeah.
You know, that would be cool to give him more justice. But like I said, I fucking loved it. I thought it was a crazy, wild, awesome story.
All right, so I found one called Urban Monsters. This has happened a couple times where me and Matt have done comics that are, have similar themes.
Mine had monsters.
Yeah, so this
In a city.
in this whole the way he described his world, I could pretty much say the exact same things. Monsters are everywhere. They are looked down upon. They're discriminated against all the time.
Oh yeah, racism was totally cool in my
Big time
story.
in this.
It's cool in yours
yeah,
too.
so humans treat them as lesser. They get
So as
crap.
long as we're humans, it's okay. We can treat everything else like shit.
Yes, exactly. That's the thought process. In
Remember, racism is okay.
It's like everybody in this. It's not some people.
No,
it's
that's
like
how it was
everybody.
in
Yeah.
mine. They had like their own restaurants and bars. Yours, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny, man. I mean,
Yeah.
how many times have we done that? Like twice, 3 times now?
At least.
Not much. That's cool.
So it is a Shadowline/Image comic.
Oh my God.
It was created by Andrew Strosher. It was written by Will Wilson and Joanne Moore. The artists are Tone Rodriguez and Rick Ross. So this came out in 2008.
Ricky Rose?
It looks like a 2008 comic, big time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the faces right now. The faces in this are painful to look at.
Oh, no.
Not even like they're terribly done faces. You're like, oh, that's definitely a face, but it looks like half the dudes kind of look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the face. I don't know. So like, it's funny because they try to make the humans look pretty monstrous, I guess, is kind of the thing that they're trying to push. Because most of the people, like even the women, like that are supposed to be pretty, you're kind of like, oh, they look weird. Like, so all the monsters in this exist. If there's a fish man in this, his name is Randy. There's a zombie in this, his name is Eddie. There's a satyr, which we talked about just the other day, basically.
Love satyrs.
Yeah, so it's a little goat guy. His name is Arnaud. And then they have a friend named Dog, who is a dog man, and his name is Bert.
Dogman named Bert?
Dogman named Bert. He looks like one of those big fluffy dogs, like some sort of sheepdog or something. And he's like 9 feet tall or 10 feet tall or something. He's just a giant.
I like him.
So in this world, we open up with seeing everybody being discriminated against and looked down on.
Good. Filthy
The
monsters.
fish guy, Randy, is a pizza man, and people make fun of him all the time for being a pizza man, for being a fish pizza man. You
Get
know
out
what
of
I
here,
mean?
fish lips.
They show the world where fly people like clean toilet fish lips. I
made my own joke. Maybe laugh. It was
Yeah.
stupid. I'm sorry.
So in this world, they see like a fly guy cleans like porta potties and stuff. So like they get like
Oh man,
monster appropriate jobs
love
type sort of stuff.
I love it.
We find out that people at Eddie, who is one of our main characters, he's with the zombie. People at his job don't know he's a zombie because you can get by
Okay.
people not knowing you're a zombie,
Like
which
makeup or something.
yeah, and just
Okay.
like not hurting yourself because they don't heal, but they don't die from it. So if you
Right.
scratch your face, you're forever.
But you overall look like a normal.
Yes, their
Okay.
coloring is pretty normal and whatnot. And that's actually the driver of this whole story is hiding being a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows all our friends in their kind of shitty life. They see Bert. Bert is a ladies' man. Bert is, we meet him having a foursome with 3 ladies with his apartment or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So the fish guy is kind of our voice in this world. He's talking about how hard his life is. Then the inciting factor happens. Eddie the zombie gets assaulted by some police officers, and his finger falls off, and the one cop goes, "Ooh, this guy's a zombie," and he starts like roughing him up. And as they're being roughed up, they fall, and the cop falls into the street and gets run over by a RV. And so the cop's partner is there, and he's like, "No!" What's his name? Tumor. The cop's name is Tumor. He goes, "Tumor, no!" And he's like calling it in. He's like, "Tumor's dead." And the Tumor's like, hey, bring my body over here. He's actually a zombie, but nobody knew he was a zombie.
Oh, Tumor too?
Yeah, Tumor's a zombie too. And so he picks Tumor's head up, and he's being nice to him. He's like, "I'm so glad you're not dead, Tumor. This is awesome. This guy seems cool." He's like, "That's awesome. You're a zombie."
Doing Danny? Or no, sorry, what?
Eddie's there, but no, the partner.
The partner picked his head up.
His head up, and he's like,
that's sweet.
It's like he's happy. He's he's not like, "Ooh, gross." He's a zombie. He's like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome, Tumor. You're alive, bro." He's psyched, and then Tumor's body sneaks up behind his partner and clubs him in the back of the head because he doesn't want anybody to know he's a zombie. So I think they're implying that he killed that guy. Because you can't just knock him out and then he'll wake up and forget that you were a zombie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he killed his partner.
Unless he has a special club.
It's a tire iron.
Yeah.
It's a tire iron that he uses for the rest of the story.
I have a special tool to make people forget.
So he...
Cling. That's just a tire iron. Yeah, exactly. It works every time.
Every time. So he kills his partner, and then he starts chasing Eddie. Eddie runs away during this.
He should have turned his partner into a zombie.
Right? No, he doesn't want people to know he's a zombie.
But they'll both not, be secret
hide it.
together.
Both try to hide it. Okay.
And then start dating.
So he was super happy that he didn't die.
Yeah.
So he starts chasing after Eddie, and before he can do that, he shoves the tire iron into his neck and then shoves his head on top of the tire iron. It's like one of those perfect T ones.
Yeah.
So he looks like Frankenstein now because the 2 nut sides are sticking out up beside his neck, like over his shoulders.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the comic, he's chasing Eddie. Eddie, Randy, and Arnaud all want to be actors. So they had talked about going to LA and being actors, this and that. And so Eddie gets home and goes, "Let's go. Let's take off to LA. Let's go be actors." And their lives suck ass. So they're all like, "Yeah, dude, let's do it." So they hop in the car. They start running cross country. And then we see that Tumor is like chasing him on like a motorcycle or some shit, following him across country. They stop in a small town. They find a sweet local fair, like as a county fair type thing or like a town size fair. And then you find all the people start transforming into werewolves, and you're like, "Oh no, they're about to get attacked by werewolves." But they're actually like, "Hey, there's actually a reason why we invited you personally, y'all to come out." And they're like, "Really? What's up?" Because like they're monsters, so they don't get as afraid of other monsters. They're just kind of like, are they going to beat us up or something?
Yeah. These werewolves are about to eat us.
They're like, "No, there's actually a reason we brought you here." And they're like, "Why?" And he goes, "It's actually for Bert." And the dog guy's like, "Wait, why?" And he goes, "Well, we're actually 2 clans of werewolves that mixed together about 1,000 years ago, and too much of that starts to have problems." So he's talking about like inbreeding and stuff. Yeah. He goes, "We need new genes in our bloodline." And Bert's like the ladies' man, and he's like, "Okay," and he goes with them.
I'll bang your werewolf.
Yeah, that happens. And then while they're there, Tumor catches up to him. They have like a little bit of a chase. They're like, "Oh my God, Tumor's chasing us." He don't know who his name, but he's like that. The zombie cop's chasing us, and he's about to get our team of fellows, and then all the lady werewolves that just banged the Bert run out and start tearing him apart.
Oh,
they
nice.
save him. They save Bert and his homies.
Do they have? That's awesome. Do they have to be like
transformed?
Do they have to be werewolves?
They're transformed.
I mean,
the whole time.
Didn't they transform? Were they people initially, or always werewolves?
Oh no! Whenever they met them, they were people.
Right. So could you bang them as a people?
Yeah. They only show them transformed, banging, transformed.
They show them banging.
Yeah. kind of.
Really?
You know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean.
But I guess that makes sense. That's why it's a dog. I guess if it's people,
it's not the same.
So what, they just have regular human babies?
He said, he goes, I'm not even a werewolf.
Yeah.
Is what Bert said. And they're like, dude,
closest.
it's close enough. Yeah.
So it's not a human and a werewolf.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
I got it.
So they take off. They are escaped from the zombie guy. They break down in the middle of the desert. They're in the middle of the desert, and they have to send Eddie to go get gas. Or I guess they ran out of gas. Get help or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they needed help. Something was wrong with their radiator or something. So Eddie walking. It's the middle of the night now. They're all out in the middle of nowhere, and they're trying to work on the car. Then all of a sudden, a guy's standing between them. But yeah, because Eddie's gone, so it's Randy and Arnaud and Bert together.
Yep.
And they're all hanging out trying to fix the car. And then suddenly there's a guy standing behind them, and they're like, ah! They ran away for a second. He starts messing with their car, and he's messing around. They run up, and Bert starts beating him up. He's like, I'm trying to fix your car. I'm trying to fix your car. And they stop, and he's like just a super scary old man with a hook hand. And they go, dude, what are you doing out here in the middle of the desert? And he goes, I don't want to say. And he goes, no, what are you doing out here in the middle of the desert? And he is like looking for naked teenagers doing it. And Bert stands over, and Bert goes, why would you be doing that? And he goes, to scare them. And they go, he goes, I'm the hook hand guy everybody talks about. That's me. It's one guy. I travel all over the world, and I scare teenagers that are doing it in their car with my hook hand. And they go, why? And he goes, it's fun, dude. It's so much fun.
I enjoy it.
It's my passion, is like what he's saying.
I'd rather not say.
Yeah. No, dude, what are you doing out here? He's like, trying to look for teenagers doing
I like
it.
to scare them.
It's like to scare.
That's awesome.
So now we pick up with two naked teenagers doing it in the middle of the desert. And Eddie starts walking up, and he's dead tired, and he's like walking kind of like a zombie.
Yeah.
And the girl goes, baby, I think I heard something. Check. And he's like, no, baby, we didn't. There's no noise. And she goes, no, get out and check. So she gets out to check. He sees Eddie coming, and Eddie's like, I need help or whatever. We're broken down. He starts screaming like a girl, and he runs back to the car, and she slams the door on him and locks the boyfriend out.
Oh, nice.
And she's like saving herself from whatever Eddie is. And he's like, nah, let me back in. And he gets up close to him, and they just leave. They don't even they just take off. So now
she lets him in?
No, I think they all ran off. They didn't show it. They're just gone in the next scene.
Yeah.
So now we see that the hook hand guy is fixing the car, and all of a sudden, 10 more monsters out of nowhere just walk up, and remind you, they're in the middle of the desert with nothing around. And the guys go, who are these dudes? And he goes, oh, those are my friends. And I think they say something like, should we ask them why they're out here or something? And he was like, nah, man, let's leave that alone. And then Eddie runs into a bunch of chupacabras, and they're asking him for cigarettes and shit. And he's like, no, get the fuck out of here, you goat suckers, or something like that.
Got some cigarettes.
Yeah, no, they ask the guys, when they get to the guys finally, they ask them for cigarettes. And as they're asking for cigarettes, then they say, no, fuck off, goat suckers, or whatever.
Yeah.
The border patrol rolls up, and because apparently the chupacabras had crossed illegally.
Oh, shit.
So they think the guys are mixed up with them.
Oh, no, yeah.
So they get arrested. They're in jail. Toomer shows up with all his credentials and says, I'm taking these guys out of jail, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's about to get him out of jail so he can kill them.
Yeah, right. They got a better chance with him.
The boys hear a noise outside, and they check, and Bert got away. He didn't get captured. So he has their car. It's a Thunderbird, and he's hooked it to the jail, old-timey Western style.
Yeah.
And he's going to pull the wall off and let him out. And Toomer's about to get over there, and they rip the wall out. They get out, and then Toomer gets hit by the car and gets more messed up. So he's just falling apart at this point. The werewolf chicks, he got run over by a RV first, and then he got beat up by the werewolves, and then run over by a car.
Yep.
He's gotten fucked up.
Yeah, he's pretty
bad shape. So the guys get away again. They're from another insane situation or whatever. They show that the fish guy, Randy, has to get to water and wet his gills again because he's been in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
So he has to get water on him.
That's the worst place for a fish.
It's number one spot.
Number one bad spot for fish.
So
fish lips.
So the rest of the way to Hollywood, which is not very far apparently, they're talking about what are we going to do when we get there, just being realistic. They get they get to town. They get to the studio.
It's porn. That's what they got to do.
Yeah, hold your horses,
goddamn
big guy.
it! Really? Nice.
So they get to town. They get to what's the studio called? It's called Galaxy Studios. And there's a line of monsters around, like, it looks like miles of people lined up to do this audition. Because the main reason there is an open call for monster audition. I didn't say that. I said they wanted to be actors and stuff. Yeah. But there was a specific call for auditions for monsters. And so they're showing up to it. So they're here, pulling up, seeing that it's like miles, and they're like happy. They're like happy about it. Like, we made it. They get in line, they stand in line, and a guy comes out on a megaphone and goes, hey, we decided to just, like, ugly up some regular human people, so we actually don't need any real monsters, so you can all go home. And so everybody's, like, mad, but not riot mad. Yeah. And then I think it's Randy. Randy's like, no, it's Arnaud. He has a speech where he's like, are we going to suffer this maltreatment from the humans? They always look down upon us. They always treat us terrible. This isn't fair. They're just going to ugly up humans, and then it starts a riot. And as that riot kicks off, Tumor shows up, and he starts chasing the boys away from the riot. So now there's a riot in L.A., and then Tumor is chasing them on the freeway, and there's a helicopter showing above them. The news helicopter's like, it's a cop behind him on a motorcycle. Zoom in. He goes, does it say NYPD on his jacket? And they go, what is that doing? So then they, like, skirt into a warehouse, and they have, like, a final showdown. And they're like, what is your problem, dude? Because they still not 100% sure. Because he hasn't really talked to him. He's just tried to kill him.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
He's like, what's your deal? He goes, dude, you outed me as a zombie. They don't let zombies be cops in the NYPD. I've went my whole life. They act like maybe they grew up as a zombie. It's weird. They don't really explain it. He's like, my whole life I've been hide that I'm a zombie or whatever. And I was like, wait, because they didn't go into it. So I was like, huh.
That's funny.
Huh. So they have like a little showdown. Bert's the biggest one. So he steps up and he's like, come on, little guy, let's get you out of here. And then Tumor hits him with the taser and, like, knocks Bert out. And you're like, fuck, what's going to happen? And then Eddie finally steps up, and they have, like, a brawl. They fight, and then Eddie knocks Tumor's head off. So now he's, like, won the fight. It's not even a big fight. It's more like
Yeah, he put his head up on a shelf. Like,
pretty much.
Not getting it back.
Pretty much. And then all of a sudden, a Fishman producer pops into the warehouse that they were fighting in and goes, look, son, you're on TV. I want to represent you and your friends as actors in the monster world. We're going to go far. And that's kind of the end. And they're all standing in front of, like, reporters and shit. They're just, like, standing there like, what will you do now? Like, they know who they are besides the running from the police and shit. Yeah. So it's the most nonsensical ending. And then they have a wrap up of, like, what everybody did. So Arnaud is like a lawyer slash head of a studio, the Satyr. And then Eddie is an actor. Tumor actually embraced his zombiehood, and now he's a unkillable bodyguard for a pop princess. Nice. And then Bert is an adult film star, the highest paid adult film star. They said it made a lot of sense. He kind of just worked himself. Worked himself into that community perfectly. Randy, the fish guy, is like an actor slash cinematographer or director or something like that.
That's what I wanted to be when I was a kid.
It's a cool thing.
Cinematographer.
So all the monster faces in this comic are dope, and all the regular human faces are weird looking.
Too bad they're parasites and need to die begging for mercy.
At the
racism.
At the end, they act like all the racism's gone. Like they're getting famous.
Yeah, right.
Cleared the air.
Yeah, they can't be famous if everyone hates them.
Yeah, that's what they're kind of implying.
When just because I know it's all audio listeners, when I said racism, I did a thumbs up. Adam, as he was talking, did a thumbs up back to me. I don't think he realized that he did that. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. I think that's the hardest I've ever laughed at one of the.
It was good, dude.
It was
hysterical. Really good. Like I want to read.
I like the old man with the hook.
All the comedy in it landed.
Yeah,
for sure. It was called Urban Monsters from Shadowline Image 2008. Check it out for real.
Bing bang boom. This is Matt versus Adam. Yay! Bing bang boom.
I'm happy about this episode.
Yeah, I bet you fucking are. This is where we take a BS random character generator online It's so obvious what's about to happen because of my attitude. When I win, I'm like, hey, this is Matt versus Adam, everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we take a random character generator. We see who will win between who I get and who he gets. The arena is downtown Houston. We see each other, and it's fight on sight. You just have to defeat any weapons you would normally carry on you, would have going out for the evening. We are just given a picture of the other person, basically, and just told
fight on sight,
if you see them, stop them.
Yeah.
But no prep time, none of that nonsense.
No.
So I got Red 13, which is a stupid, dumb dog thing from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, well, I got...
Nobody can beat me when I'm Super 17.
That's his most famous quote, bro. Everybody knows that quote.
No one.
No one can beat me when I'm Super 17.
Oh, that's from the bad Dragon Ball,
You
too.
mean the best Dragon Ball.
You love you some GT. Yeah, this guy got Super 17, which, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 2 versions of Android
Yes,
17.
I looked it up, yes.
That's stupid.
He's kind of whooping up on Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, I bet he is.
He's like
2
super
badass androids put
super
together.
strong,
That's
yeah.
just dumb.
Yeah.
I, Goku, fuse with Goku to make Super Goku.
Goku.
Go cuckoo coo. Go cuckoo coo.
Yeah. He has lilac hair this time. Oh, wait. They already did that.
They did that.
Damn it.
Yeah, they did that. He'd have to have
Brown. He has
like
brown hair. His ultimate form.
turns to
Dirty,
brown.
birdie blonde brown hair.
They've never had purple, right?
Yes, they did.
Purple?
I've seen purple.
Nah.
Yeah, whenever oh my God, Trunks and what's his name combined, they have purple and black.
Yeah, but he
hair.
has purple hair regularly. They don't
Yeah.
have Super Saiyan purple. Maybe they do. Is Vegeta purple now? He might. The
Right?
ultimate
He's like
ego
more
might be
purple.
purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, and they've done green because
Yeah,
of Broly
Yeah,
and
They're
Khalifa or
they
whatever.
ran out.
They
bro.
run out of colors.
Yeah,
They're like Super
colors.
Saiyan teal,
that's what I said. They're like brown,
Super Saiyan.
beige. I like that one.
I've reached Super Saiyan beige.
Beige, and they'd have to say it all epically. Beige.
Beige.
I'm beige now, and everybody has to go. Huh?
It's just the color of a sofa. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan beige. Super Saiyan coffee.
But yeah, like my guy's super strong. What does your person even do?
I am a dog. I'm the son of Sato Garm, the Hellhound, king of the forest.
Okay.
My occupation is subject of Professor Hojo's experiments.
Oh no.
My powers and skills are longevity, brute strength, magic, high intelligence.
Damn.
That's it. I'm a dumb, semi-smart dog that might be able to talk. I don't know. I don't care enough to look it up. I can't do shit
That's so funny.
against the damn
I could kill a planet.
unlimited stamina, absolutely powerful android that can
Yeah.
barely be hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you really don't hurt them. You have to eradicate them, completely
Just
destroy
assemble
them,
them, basically.
or talk
yeah.
no jutsu them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
blow them apart, which is
Something.
apparently super damn difficult to
Yeah.
do. Despite these guys can blow up planets, they can't just shoot an android,
Damn robot.
which is just a robot that is made to look like a human. That's all.
So
it's not.
they-
It's a robot.
So it's a biological. They're biological robots.
They call them androids, so
Yeah,
they're
they're
cyborgs though.
So they mostly have flesh and blood parts because what's their name had kids and whatnot.
Yeah, and that makes them a cyborg.
So they
But the
don't.
way they look makes them androids.
So like I guess
Them's the rules, Adam.
there's no like metallic parts in them. There's all synthetic flesh parts in it.
Oh right, Dr. Giro.
Yeah, he went past robotic parts.
Oh, that's cool. So they're not any of them then.
Yeah,
they're like something else.
They're flesh and blood.
He's
robots.
like, lack of a better word.
Yeah,
Android
exactly.
17.
Yeah, there you go.
Super Android 17.
Yeah,
That's
super.
stupid. I'm mad. This is dumb. It's 43. I don't even care
Count
about
it.
your powers.
Count it to me.
It's-
They're sick.
It's 44 to 42. Eat it.
Yeah.
We are on Instagram and TikTok at Flipping Pages 24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes release every Thursday on all platforms and YouTube. New episodes of The Dollar Bin release every Monday on all platforms and YouTube. Best way to support us, follow, rate, review on the platforms. Follow, like, subscribe, comment on the socials and YouTube. If you've done that, we appreciate it. If you haven't and you're just listening, we will find you. We will.
That's right.
Just kidding. We appreciate it. Is that the episode?
I think it is.
I'll find you. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.